So today we're taking a closer look at the use of deadly force as it pertains to what happened in Minnesota yesterday, where a woman was shot and killed by a federal agent. So we pulled the deadly force policy for the Department of Homeland Security. This is the most recent version. This is February of 2023. And if you look on page 8, down here on number 2, it says moving vehicles. It says DHS law enforcement are prohibited from discharging firearms at the operator of a moving vehicle, vessel, aircraft, etc., and unless the use of deadly force against the operator is justified under the standards articulated in this policy. Before using deadly force under these circumstances, the LEO must take into consideration the hazards that may be posed to law enforcement and innocent bystanders by an out-of-control conveyance or driver. So we went and took this policy to 2 deadly force experts. One has about 20 years experience, the other has about 30 years experience. They both testify in both state and federal courts. We asked them to decipher what this really means. They also cautioned us to tell viewers not to jump to conclusions about what you're seeing on the news about this shooting. Why? Because we simply at this point do not have all the facts, especially what happened prior to the shooting, what led up to that shooting. We still don't know. Now, the Department of Homeland Security doesn't wear body camera videos. So I asked whether or not that was an issue in the case. They don't believe it is, simply because we have plenty of video from bystanders who showed what happened a little bit prior to and then following the shooting. So they believe there's enough video there to articulate exactly what happened. But still, this is sort of an unfolding story, and it could be weeks or months before we actually have the full and complete picture.